Hi, hello, I am Lottie, aka Sneezy Ferret, and I know I said today we were doing happier stories, but we can't because we live in bloody stupid world. So, if you haven't already heard about this story yet, I'm really sorry that I'm the one who has to bring it to you because it really is just that unbelievable and insane. And I don't know who to be more irritated with, actually, the fact that someone made a complaint like this, or the fact that the counsellor we're talking about, her response to saying this was embarrassment, which is just stupid. Police investigating reformed counsellor over born and bred comment. Claire Mackey-Brown from Falkirk described asylum hotel protests as scary, true unrest. By the way, it's not because she said that, it's because she said that she was born and bred in the area.
Hardest to bring community cohesion. I've been overwhelmed with the contacts I've had from people within Falkirk. And, you know, there is a true unrest and it's scary. It's scary as a local resident, somebody who's born and bred here. I shouldn't have said that.
That's why. And some idiot has put a complaint in of 22 pages. A 22-page dossier about the comment, born and bred. I was born and bred here. I'm starting to wish I weren't, but I was, unfortunately. A Reform UK counsellor has been reported to police after saying she was born and bred here during a TV interview. Police Scotland confirmed it was making inquiries after a member of the public reportedly submitted a dossier complaining about Councillor Claire Mackey-Brown that the Falkirk politician described as malicious. Malicious. Ms Mackey-Brown spoke in an interview with STV last week about asylum hotel protests and said she was speaking as someone who was born and bred here. There is a true unrest and it is scary, she said. It's scary as a local resident, somebody who was born and bred here. She then turned away from the camera, muttering, "I shouldn't have said that," adding, "That just came out. It came out." She didn't use any slurs, any disgusting language. She literally just used the phrase, born and bred here. It's not a term that I use, but it is one which is, well used in the UK, and never really meaning anything other than, I was bred here. I was born here in this area. That's what we are viewing as offensive today. There isn't enough hate in our streets, enough antagonism going on between political parties and people on the street that we're having to invent it now. Because trust me, there is enough of it. We don't need to invent this bullshit. Sorry. Right, the reason why I'm really irritated is because something happened last night in my house, so let's go into that for a second. So my mother-in-law is the most wonderful lady you will ever meet, okay? I was blessed with her. She is a lovely lady. Now, while she was watching TV last night, she saw somebody stood outside of our home staring in at the window. It was an elderly lady who looked really, really confused, and she was only wearing a really thin vest top, and it is really cold outside at the moment in the UK. So she went outside to find out what was going on and found this lady was with two little boys, just little boys who live a couple of streets away. They'd managed to find this lady wandering around on her own and said that they thought that she might be really ill or something because she wasn't making any sense. So my mother-in-law took over. She used to work with dementia and Alzheimer's patients. So, yeah, she kind of said, yeah, she has that dementia look. She brought her into the house. First, she tried the non-emergency number in the UK and was told, nah, just ring 999 because we can't really help you. She rang 999 to find out that to get a police officer or an ambulance out would have taken absolute hours. So, yeah, is there any chance that you can drive her to the local hospital? Local hospital to us is about 40 miles away. My mother-in-law has let's say she's disabled. That's the best way to put that. So was unable to do that. So what she did and the boys did was a little bit of investigation. They spoke to, again, them doing the detective work. They spoke to the lady, managed to understand that she seemed to live, or at least a carer lived, in the area. So yeah, they went around knocking on doors. The kids were brilliant, really, really good. One of them was a bit worried that he wasn't home yet, so my mother-in-law called his mum and everything else. It was just really, really sweet. It's wonderful to find out that so many people actually care. Long story short, she managed to find out where the lady lived and where the carer was. So yeah, they got her back to where she should be. Wonderful, brilliant. The point is, the police force and ambulance service in the UK is already overstretched. So to put in such a meaningless complaint like this over a comment of born and bred is just absolutely nuts to me. It really, really is. And I don't even live in a really busy area. I live quite rurally. So, you know, sorry, angry. Miss Mackey-Brown spoke, I already read that. Where'd I get to? Over the weekend, she found out she had been reported to the police and the Ethical Standards Commissioner for Scotland with a complaint outlining alleged breaches and calling for her to be investigated for hate crimes. Hate crimes. According to the national newspaper, the alleged offences were outlined in a 22-page dossier. Again, somebody had nothing better to do but to write a 22-page essay into the phrase born and bred, which is fun. In a post on social media, Miss Mackie Brown said, "Today I received a malicious complaint from an anonymous person sent to multiple organisations, including the police, demanding I am investigated for hate crimes due to me stating in the recent media interview that I am a born and bred Falkirk lassie. Also that I am removed from my role as councillor for breaching the code of conduct for simply doing my job I was elected to do, speaking up for my constituents and the people across Falkirk who have contacted me." She added that the complaint was a calculated effort to damage her reputation and that she had not committed any offences. "The level of detail provided in this complaint is a clear and calculated effort to destroy my credibility and silence me from highlighting the many issues affecting our town centre." Now, I don't know a lot about this councillor. I don't know if she said other things in the past that people don't like. Absolutely no idea. It's just the fact that this is... What, this is the breaking point? Born and bred? If you find it offensive that somebody was born and bred in the country, then I can't help you. Nobody can. Nobody will ever be able to help you in your life. There is... Where did I get to? I won't be stopped or silenced. Every day I do my absolute best for my constituents and communities and will continue to do so. She pointed out that numerous Labour and SNP politicians had used the phrase born and bred when talking about their hometowns. Yeah, a lot of people do. The police intervention was condemned by the Free Speech Union, which said it was prepared to take legal action if police pursued the complaint. Lord Young of Acton, the founder and director of the Free Speech Union, told The Telegraph, "I hope that even Police Scotland will hesitate before arresting an elected politician for using the phrase born and bred." But nuttier things have happened, so the Free Speech Union, of which Claire is a member, is ready to swing into action. A Police Scotland spokesman said, "We have received a complaint and inquiries are ongoing." Again, the fact that our police forces are so overwhelmed right now to put in such a stupid complaint, a stupid malicious complaint, because that's where I'm seeing the maliciousness from the person who made the complaint. If anybody has a problem with that phrase, I would ask that you look at your life and to find where it is that... How do I put this? You have no drama in your life, therefore you're trying to find some? Because I'm really, really confused and quite... It sounded like I'm outraged, but I'm not. I'm just really... This is nuts. Literally, this is like really nuts. And I thought the nuttiest thing I was going to hear this morning is that Jeremy Clarkson is running for MP, which I find hilarious. And I really hope he does, because why not? Why not? Anyway, I'm not going to say that the next video is going to be happy stories, because the world seems too nuts to make that kind of a promise. Either way, I really hope you have a lovely day. Try and have one which is less insane than this. And I shall see you all in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.